Calls may be recorded in the interest of training. Yours.
This is Cody back with Act On Software. How are you this afternoon?
Cody, with whom?
With Act On Software.
Act On. And what is Act On?
So we are an integrated marketing platform. Really, I'm reaching out because it looks like you had downloaded some of our content, a white paper around adapting your social strategy channel by channel. Just wanted to see if you've been looking into any sort of digital marketing tools to help you with those efforts.
Dumb me displaying my interest, and now you are you sure you didn't get this information from the NSA?
I am sure. Yeah, just
how would you know that?
So
how would you, Cody? Don't evade the question. How would you know that?
So you had downloaded that content through one of our partner sites who you signed up with.
So in other words, so somebody's passed on confidential information that I inquired in confidence, and now it's been shared. Sounds like a violation of my privacy. But then, who's kidding who?
A piece of our marketing content. So yeah, they shared that you downloaded it since we were sponsoring that. So
yeah,
we use that as an indicator of interest and follow up and see if
I don't blame you. I would use that too. The question is, who sold me out?
That's a good question.
Well, let me throw this question out to you, Cody. If who do you think controls the United States?
Oh, I'm not sure. What's your?
Well, let me just pose a question. If this country was taken over by another country, how would you know it?
I don't know. That's a really good question. What's your thoughts on that?
Well, I asked you first. I'm trying to figure out if it made sense to you. How would you realize that this country was not the country you thought it was?
I'm not really sure how to answer that.
How old are you?
I am 27.
Where'd you go to school?
Boston College.
Which college?
Boston College.
Boston? As in
yes,
Boston,
sir.
Maine?
Boston, Massachusetts.
Ah, just checking. Okay. Now let me ask you this. You ever hear of the Long March?
Not familiar.
Cultural Marxism?
Yes, yeah.
You've heard of that?
Marxism, yes.
Cultural Marxism.
What is the difference there?
Well, I'll give you a little break here in a moment, but let me ask you, have you ever heard of the Franklin School?
No.
Okay, that's associated with cultural Marxism. Write these down and go check them out yourself. If I tell you, you'll say I'm full of crap.
Yeah, I will.
I know you will.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, you're trying to make a sale here. You're humoring me, right?
Right.
Well, let me throw this at you. You ever heard of the Congress?
Yes.
Who do you think the Congress is?
The government.
Ah, is that our elected government?
Supposed to be, yes.
And you think they represent the people?
Supposed to.
Yeah, well, let me give you a thought to look up. In 1933, under the administration of FDR, you know who FDR was?
Absolutely.
Okay, so you're a history buff, right?
I wouldn't say that, but, I should go to school.
Well, let me ask you this. Did they teach you in school that you're an enemy of the government?
They do not teach you that in school.
Uh-huh. Well, you are. In fact, you're under their control. The courts are under their control. Probably every officer of the government is under the control of the British Crown. Our country was taken over in 1933 in a bloodless coup. And you can find evidence of this if you look at Proclamation 2038, 2039, and 2040. And FDR in his inauguration speech committed America, all of its resources, all of its assets, which included the people, to our creditors, which are the British bankers. So, my friend Cody, your sorry ass belongs to the British Crown, just like mine.
I appreciate you sharing this information with me. Definitely something that I will look into further, Arnie.
Okay, how do you get paid? Based on setting up meetings for your vendor?
So basically, you know, we follow up with inquiries and identified interests through all these different.
And then you turn it over to a closer.
Then I follow up. I am a regional sales manager.
Okay, we hit pay dirt. We hit
from start to finish.
Where?
But yeah, basically, you know, like I said, Arnie, just following up to that inquiry, that interest that you've shown, to see if you would be interested in learning a little bit about our integrated marketing platform that we have here, how we can help identify your most interested prospects.
Well, my most interested prospects is how to get the people in Washington who are impersonating our government to fess up before we have to go to war. Real war, civil war.
Yeah, you know, that's not something that we're going to be able to help you out with here, Arnie.
Oh, gee. I'm sorry.
We just provide a marketing tool, you know, just following up from that inquiry, you know, and
well, let me tell you, Cody.
From you on that front.
Cody, I'm 77. I've learned not to bullshit myself. You got 50 years on me to learn that. You remember this call. You remember this call because I'm telling you, unless people in your age group take this seriously, what I just shared with you, and begin to recognize the situation for what it is, you're going to find yourselves in the situation I just mentioned. I'm going to be gone. I don't have that many years left to go, I guess. But you do. And you're the ones that'll be in the prisons.
Absolutely, Arnie. I appreciate you sharing this information with me. I'll definitely look into it some more. Thanks a lot for taking the time to speak with me this afternoon.
Okay, Cody, thank you. I appreciate your interest.
All right.
Bye.
Care.